Hello and welcome to the Pub Footy Podcast. Coach Sean is on coaching duty for today. And Carlos, how are we doing?
Good, man. The fun weekend. Went to Mulligan's on
I did see
Saturday.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was obviously a good time. The main game that we all went to was that Chelsea-Liverpool game. And we'll probably get into it in a bit. But, I mean, the way it ended, that we fucking erupted, bro. I swear to God, I thought we won the Prem. That's
Was
how
it
we
a
celebrated.
was it a packed house at Mulligan's?
It was packed. There was a lot of Chelsea fans, a lot of Ecuadorians there.
Really?
Yeah, there was a
Oh yeah, because of
good amount
Caicedo.
of yeah. A lot of Caicedo jerseys. But yeah, I mean, it was a great ending and probably one of the better Mulligan outings I've been to.
Who was in attendance?
I went there. Jelly was there. Ine was there. Kevin was there. Some
So
friends
Chelsea
from
fan, a Liverpool fan.
Liverpool fan. My friend Isaiah was there. He's a Bayern fan. So we had a mix of both. We obviously, Gels is a Liverpool fan and some friendly banter between us.
Love that. How many Guinnesses did you drink since you're wearing the hat?
Way too much, bro. I had I maybe had like 5, 6, and I was done for the rest of the day. I could not eat. I didn't eat all day. I was so full of Guinness.
5, 6 is
I
an
was
outing.
struggling, bro. And after that, we went to South House for a bit, for a couple hours.
Damn, at the
Ate,
time.
and then we went to Under the Boot after. So we're out from 11 a.m. and we got home at like midnight.
What was it?
So,
Was Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Yeah, it was
fun
Saturday.
day.
Yeah. Wow.
So, long day. A lot of
What
Guinness.
I love that. Love that.
Yeah.
A lot of Prem action to go over. We're obviously going to talk about Chelsea, Liverpool. So let's go over some of the scores that happened over the weekend in the Prem. So Bournemouth 3-1 over Fulham. Tottenham defeat Leeds United 2-1. United get the win over Sunderland 2-0. Arsenal 2-0 over West Ham. Chelsea, Liverpool 2-1. We'll go over that. Everton get the win over Crystal Palace on a Jack Grealish, like a late kind of just get your foot in there on the
Deflection off the
clearance.
shin. Yeah.
A good
Love
win. A good win for Everton at home. Newcastle 2-0 against Nottingham Forest. Brighton Wolves 1-1. Aston Villa 2-1 over Burnley. And then Man City, a Haaland goal to defeat Brentford away. And then some other scores, notable scores from some of the other leagues. Sevilla defeat Barcelona 4-1 on a disaster class of the high line from Barca. That was Barca's second loss in a row, following up the PSG loss in Champions League. And then Juve Milan in the Serie A 0-0. Christian Pulisic skied a penalty that could have been the game winner. So some notable scores around the league, but obviously let's get into Chelsea, Liverpool. It was a belter of a game at Stamford Bridge. It starts off with the Moises Caicedo strike.
Detonator.
In the 14th minute, Cody Gakpo ties it up in the 63rd, and then Estevao back post off a Cucurella cross, a good ball by Enzo.
Yep.
Carlos.
Wonder kid.
How did you see the game? How did you live the game? What were your thoughts kind of as the both halves went on?
Honestly, it was one of maybe the best performance Chelsea's had all season on both sides, offensively, defensively, in the midfield. I think they dominated Liverpool's midfield. Caicedo's also just, I mean, to me, I've already been saying he's the best defensive midfielder in the world, but now it seems the media's starting to get on that train.
About time,
but because he's been doing this since last season. Everything he does on the field, carry the ball forward. His fucking tackling is magnificent. The way he reads the game, the way you can trust him on the field. Easily, I don't see anyone that's better than him in the world. But overall, the team played great. Defensively, we had Josh, the 19-year-old, came on, and we had Badiashile. And honestly, I talk so much shit about Badiashile. Every time he's on the field, I'm like, oh my God, we're going to lose. When I saw the lineup, I texted, some of the boys. I was like, bet Liverpool 3-0, we're going to get our ass kicked. But Chelsea had their best CB pairing with these two, and they proved me wrong, and for that, hats off to them.
Was it a Chelsea? Was it a better game for Chelsea, or was it more of a Liverpool not performing? Mo Salah didn't have the best game.
Yeah, I mean, all season Liverpool's kind of slacked offensively, but I don't think they've been locked down like they did on Saturday. I think Cucurella had Mo Salah in his pocket. Again, I said it last pod, Cucurella, I think, is one of the best left backs in the world. Reece James was at right back. He played midfield at one point. He played center back at one point. But that guy is different. He's amazing.
I feel like he changed up his game ever since Maresca came on. Like Maresca has trusted him to play different positions.
He's just
he's adjusted
very well-rounded. Yep, he's very well-rounded. Good offensively, good defensively, good passing. Ended the game at center back when both Chelsea center backs went out. Yeah, defensively, the 2 CB pairing, the best pairing we've had in the game all season. So it's exciting to see how Chelsea go forward. because obviously, we have Chalobah coming back next week. He was out due to a suspension this week. Hato came off the bench to play left center back, and I thought he's been fantastic at center back. He struggled a little bit at left back, but at center back, he's been great. So it's going to be interesting to see what Enzo does going forward, but at the same time, he needs to find his 2 center back pairing and stick to it and move forward with it. You can't change for every week, your center back pairing. So excited to see
I mean,
what he does.
it was forced like on his hand due to injury or suspension. So agreed that you have to find the pairing. Also, you have to try to find the pairing for a Champions League and for Prem, right? I feel like there has to be some mixing in between the both. How did you feel about Garnacho? If I thought he was pretty lively early on, then he had some giveaways that led to some Liverpool chances. But what did you think overall about Garnacho's performance?
I thought he did what he had to do. I wasn't upset at the way he played. I thought he was very lively and direct in the first half, which is kind of all we need from our wingers. I think sometimes we lack in that left wing position.
Yeah.
Finding who to start if Neto's playing right wing. So we're looking for someone to stand out and be that person to attack the defensive line of the opposition. And I think Garnacho did that.
He was aggressive. He almost caused that penalty. It was.
I thought it was a penalty.
Hand on the back, I thought, honestly.
Hand on the back with a little shove that obviously
he did shove him. Yeah.
You lose footing. You take an extra inch from the push, and you lose footing. You slip, whatever. I thought that could have been a penalty.
And then he had the one-time shot that went kind of just wide.
Yeah, I think that could be his spot. He just needs to be a little more consistent. Hopefully, he starts next week at left wing. Or in 2 weeks because we have international break coming up. And just has another solid, consistent performance. And then, that could be his spot. Yeah, and then Esteval coming on and being dangerous. He had the one cross to Enzo, hits the post, and then obviously back post does his thing. That kid's a wonder kid. He, I think, is special, and just the way he's on the field and the confidence he has at 18 years old. Or 17, 18, to demand the ball and be like, I'm going to go at you 1v1. I'm going to attack you. Yeah. I'm not just going to only play the ball back. He's a difference maker and, outstanding scouting from Chelsea. Do you like to pick him up? Do you like the fact that sometimes he starts him, sometimes he brings him off the bench as a super sub. Like he hasn't been, I guess, thrown into the deep end just yet. But even when he has been starting, I feel like he's delivered. Yeah, he's played great. The one game he started, he's played great off the bench. Again, there's so many options. Maresca's trying to find out if, you start with Garnacho at left wing, or you move Neto to left wing and start Esteval at the right, or, you use Esteval for now as a super sub, who's just that spark off the bench, which I'm not really mad at. Esteval comes on the field in the end of the match and scores a game winner for us, which is a good spark where I think Chelsea lacks to attack in the second half. They usually fall behind, they lose any offensive momentum, and to have someone like Esteval come off the bench, I think could be a great spark and great tactically for Chelsea. I think it also showed the depth of Chelsea's squad, right? Bringing on some of these players, having them be effective late in the game. And I think Enzo has also has done his thing as well. Yeah, Fernandez. Yeah, he played well against Liverpool. I feel like he also might not be the correct pairing next to Moises. Okay. Lavia came off the bench against Liverpool, and I think he's phenomenal. He's been injured, and that's what he's been dealing with. But I think Lavia would be perfect next to Moises. Would you prefer a 3 or just a pair? Because I feel like Enzo he's the captain, right? Or he has captained the team He's a captain when Reece isn't playing. Right. My preferred midfield would be that Lavia, Moises with Cole Palmer at 10, which kind of leaves Enzo as the man out. Yeah. I think someone did say that too, right? I feel like at TST, someone did mention that's the pairing that they like as well. Mm-hmm. And I mean, there's so many games and so many suspensions, injuries where everyone's going to play. Yeah. But my preferred midfield would be Lavia, Moises, and Cole at 10. So hopefully, obviously, the guys, stay healthy and, a lot of depth on the team, honestly. They beat a Liverpool team with about 7 or 8 of their best players out. So let's see how, they move forward in the next game. Thoughts on Caicedo's goal? Best goal of the season so far in the Prem as a whole? I mean, of course, that shit was top 90 where the spider webs are. The timing, the bullet. It was a bullet. It's shocking because he doesn't obviously score too many goals.
Yeah.
But it seems like every
It
time
was
he
the feint.
scores,
It was the feint that
there's a little
got everyone
hesitation. And he was like,
biting.
there was a little hesitation, but it didn't
And
seem
he's
like
like,
no
why
one was
not?
pressuring. He's
Yeah.
like, yep, why not? You're giving me all this space. Let me boot it.
Yeah.
But honestly, like from Liverpool side, there's some question marks for them, right?
Yeah.
Especially a team that they are in second place. They're only a point down, but it's the performances, game after game that's leaving people questioning like what is going on in Liverpool. And for a team that, won the league last year, spent maybe like 500 million over the summer to be worse off is something's off.
Yeah, it's a new Liverpool squad. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna take some time to build that chemistry. Salah, obviously, when Mo Salah's not firing, I feel like Liverpool struggles.
I mean, it's also, if you think about it, this is Arne Slot's team, right? Last season is his first season at Liverpool. He
took over Klopp's team.
He took over Klopp's team.
Yeah.
He adopted that team and took them to the finish line. But this is his first season with this team, and he has to figure out the right pieces, who to bring on, when to bring on. Ekitike has been their best striker, their best player on that team. But now he has, $150 million Isak, where he has to figure out, like, do we put in Isak because we paid all this money for him? Or do we put in who our best striker has been, which has been, Ekitike?
And then people are now saying maybe Salah comes off the bench, which is nuts.
Is a crazy move. I don't agree with that, but crazy move.
Yeah,
but he could maybe just be affecting tactically. He's a liability on defense on that right hand side, which was one of Chelsea's game plans. I think Cucurella said in his interview, Salah doesn't defend too much, so they want to really hammer that left side of the field from Chelsea's side, that left side of Chelsea.
And that was what, Garnacho, right, on that side.
Garnacho, and that's kind of where the goal comes from in that 96-minute winner.
Yeah,
Cucurella's up, and they slot him in. They cross the ball over that left side.
Yeah,
and if you think about Frimpong as well, they spent maybe I think 40-ish mil on Frimpong. He's like one of the best right backs in the world, and he didn't start. They put in Connor Bradley, and then they slotted Szoboszlai at right back to end the game.
Yeah, and he was getting exposed. Szoboszlai for sure.
Getting exposed. Yep. And it just seemed like Liverpool wanted to sneak away with a draw.
Yeah.
Go home back to Liverpool with a tie, and Chelsea went out, and Enzo Maresca made the right tactics to win out to win the game, and
which sometimes doesn't happen, right?
Sometimes doesn't happen.
I feel like Chelsea has questioned his substitutes.
His substitutions.
Changes. Yeah.
Yep. Because every time he makes subs in the second half, Chelsea just seemed to regress. But he was spot on over the weekend.
Yeah. Well, good on Chelsea to take that win before the international break. We did want to highlight some of the memes that came from the game, especially the Virgil van Dijk kind of trying to block Caicedo's shot with his ass. Let's see what some of the memes.
Let's see. Yeah.
What some of the memes are on the Twitter sphere. I think the most obvious one. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
I think the most obvious one was this one, right?
Yeah, that's the one I saw earlier today.
Which is
AI is different, bro. He looked like Nicki Minaj in that Anaconda music video.
He looks like what is the other? I can't with this video, man. Who was that Brazilian center back that played for Liverpool? Was it Fabinho?
Fabinho, yeah.
He kind of looks like Fabinho, right? With the ball. Let's see what other. Obviously, I got my my Dolphin stuff in here as well.
That Jets Dolphins game at the end of the year is gonna be like $35.
It's gonna be less than that, I think. This is insane.
Bro. AI is so different, man.
I like this. Where the fuck that is? Let's see what else
we need a video of him next to like Cardi B and like Ice Spice.
This is good.
That one's insane.
That's wild. Oh man,
Twitter's ruthless. It's an insane space.
This is funny. What else we got?
That's literally what he does. He just backs up. He
just backs in.
He doesn't step in.
Who are these guys from?
That looks like they're in the favelas.
These are definitely Brazilians, no?
For sure.
Have to be. He just backs up.
Just backs up.
He's backing up into the car. Shit, that's good. Oh man. Well, this is the actual picture, right?
Which is actually, I mean, it's an insane photo as well. Like, just normally it's...
Yeah, like he's nowhere near
Caicedo's
shot. I mean, Caicedo rocks it as well, but...
Detonator.
So let's talk about the World Cup U20 that's been going on in Chile. The U.S. youth national team, U.S. U20s, they won their first game They won their second game against France, which we'll talk in a sec, and then they lost against the AFCON champs South Africa 2-1 in their final group stage match. 6 points was enough to get them to the round of 16, I believe. Yeah, to the round of 16 against Italy on Thursday. But that game against France, they had a lot of good chances most of the game, and then the goals actually all came post the 80th minute. 3 goals late for the U.S. to win 3-0. The Ecuadorian Zambrano got the third goal, but pretty sick to see the U.S. beating a team like France, who is predominantly, one of the better teams always on the youth level.
It looks like they dominated as well. I mean, 7 shots on target, 13 shots overall to France's 2 shots. So, I mean, it's an exciting performance for people looking for new blood in the national team, right?
They balled out. And again, they had a lot of chances. I think maybe it was like 3-1, like chances created for the U.S. compared to France. But the U.S. really did dominate, and it could have been more, to be honest. Some really good saves on breakaways from the France youth keeper. I did want to go over also the games.
Brazil fucking finished 4th in their group. They didn't win a game.
Yeah, Brazil. So there were 5, I believe, South American teams. It was Brazil, Colombia, Paraguay, Chile as hosts, and Argentina. Did I say Argentina already? No, right? And then out of those 5, only Brazil didn't go through. Yeah. So a good performance overall from South America. Gilberto Mora, obviously for Mexico, I think he has 3 goals now in the tournament. He scored 2 against Spain. He scored the lone goal off a penalty in their third group stage match, and then they go up against the hosts, Chile, I believe.
Nice. Also, might have to tune in for round of 16. Some good games.
Yeah. Let's see some of the more notable games that
I got a notification that a lot of the top European teams were after Moda.
Yeah. I think
like Madrid was in there. I think Man City was in there.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if it happens even during the winter transfer window. Before
they might, yeah.
I also did see that that he has the potential to play 3 World Cups in a span of a couple of months. So he's playing the U20 World Cup. He'll play the Men's World Cup, and then he has a chance to play the U17 World Cup.
Wow,
which is pretty nuts.
That's wild.
Yeah. So I thought that was really cool. But yeah, let's see the round of 16 fixtures tomorrow: Ukraine, Spain, Chile, Mexico. We mentioned Wednesday, Colombia U20 against South Africa. Argentina, Nigeria. Also on Wednesday, Paraguay, Norway, Japan, France. On Thursday, USA against Italy, and then Morocco against South Korea. I think Morocco was the one that upset Brazil, I believe.
Yeah, Morocco won the group, I believe.
Morocco, yeah. So they beat Brazil 2-1, lost against Mexico on the Mora penalty, and then they beat Spain 2-0 in their first game. Yeah. So
Morocco's always had great footballers, just like
And I think more and more they're on the come up, right? Ever since their last was it the Qatar World Cup? I think that was their like moment to say that they're here in the world stage. But I think, like you mentioned, I think on the youth level that they've been good in most recent years. Yeah. So yeah, we'll keep an eye out for the World Cup U20s, and then international break coming up. So we will go over United States against Ecuador, which happens on Friday in Austin, as US has 2 friendlies, one against Ecuador and then the second one against, who do they have in their second game?
They have Australia.
So we'll definitely on Wednesday we'll go over USA, Ecuador, and all the analysis and takes.
No Moises in that game.
No Moises in that game. That's great. He stayed in London, so that'll be interesting.
Much
to see
needed
Ecuador's
rest.
Be interesting to see Ecuador's midfield without Moy in the mix.
Who does Ecuador play after USA? Is it Mexico?
They play Mexico in Guadalajara.
Wow, what a game!
Yeah. And then Mexico plays Colombia in Dallas at Cowboy Stadium.
Nice.
And then they play Ecuador in Mexico. So they got 2 good games coming up.
I forgot Ecuador's playing New Zealand at Red Bull Arena next month.
Yeah. So here locally in Jersey, Colombia plays, I believe, who do they play? I think they play Canada.
Here?
Yeah.
I have to go out to some of these games.
I think they play Canada next week here, and then they play Nigeria at Citi Field in November.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the tickets dropped, too, to this New Zealand game.
For Ecuador?
When it first came out, I think it was like 100 or over. Now it's Still expensive, $85, but it dropped like 20-ish bucks.
Yeah. The cheapest I've seen have been the 85 tickets. So yeah, we'll go over the preview to Ecuador, USA on Friday. And then we'll release that pod Thursday, so you can hear it before the game.
All right, brother.
All right, man.
See you Wednesday.
Take care.